If you failed exams by 5 to 10 marks, if you scored 45 instead of 60, if you missed rank by 5 to 10 marks, then this video is for you. Because some students don't fail exams due to lack of knowledge. They lose 10 to 15 marks due to some invisible mistakes. And the painful part is they never realize where those 10 to 15 marks were lost. And in this video, I'm going to share those real reasons. I'm going to expose them. See, when examination is over, when you came out of examination hall, you thought paper was easy. You attempted everything and you predicted 65 minimum marks. But when result comes, looking at the result, you got 55. Worst case, you got 35. Why? What happened? Did ICA reduce your marks? Or valuation is strict? No. You silently donated 10 to 15 marks in each and every exam. That is the reason you are getting less marks. First of all, if you see, the main reason why students are losing 10 to 15 marks, first one is presentation disaster. In a theory subjects like law, audit or strategic management you take, for every question, yes, you are writing the answer. Tell me how you are presenting the answer. Is there any classification, like, are you giving proper headings? Like you take law, provision, analysis, conclusion, or just you are writing like a stories? See, daily valuer will check 40 papers. So if there is no presentation clarity, if your presentation is not structured, he won't search for marks inside paragraphs. You should keep him in a comfortable position. You are writing examination for 3 hours. Don't think the valuer will evaluate your paper for 3 hours. He spent hardly 10 to 15 minutes in case of theory paper, 20 minutes in case of problematic paper. If you keep him in the comfortable position, your score will automatically rise. So no headings, no proper conclusion is the main reason where students lose 10 to 15 marks. See, you take law paper only, for example. On an average, 15 to 18 questions you need to attempt. Descriptive questions, you need to attempt 15 to 18 questions. In each question, if you are losing 1 mark, you tell me 15 marks. Silently you are losing 15 marks. You are donating 15 marks. Next one, half answers. For example, you take law paper. 2 times I observed this pattern. Like, they will ask, define the term deposit and classify whether the following amounts are deposits or not. Or define a foreign company and evaluate whether the following companies are foreign company or not. So you are straight away jumping into the points, whether it is a deposit or not, whether it is a foreign company or not. You are giving that answer. What about definition of the deposit? What about the definition of the foreign company? So this is nothing but half answer syndrome. Even in problematic papers also, there will be a hidden question and you need to identify it. You need to answer that hidden question also. Next one, no working notes. Many times many faculties told you, see, there will be no final marking, there will be step by step marking. Say for example, your final answer is correct, you may not get 100% marks. Or your final answer is wrong, you may not get 0 marks. You will not get 0 marks. Step by step marking. Even if it is a small working notes, even if it is a small calculation which you are doing in the calculator, you need to write it down in the answer booklet. See, here I need to share my practical experience. In May 2014, I cleared my CA inter examination. So accounts, if you take, in accounts, I attempted for 96 marks. I attempted 96 marks, and in that 96 marks also, 2 questions. One is amalgamation and the second one is incomplete records, accounting of incomplete records. That time, incomplete records is the part of CA inter syllabus. So this question came for 16 marks and amalgamation also came for 16 marks. In amalgamation, majority of you know this problem. There is a problem called, purchase consideration calculation. The problem is like this. Selling company number of shares and purchasing company agreed to give 3 shares for every 2 shares in the selling company. Each share valued at some 10 rupees or 15 rupees, whatever it might be. So number of shares of the selling company into 3 by 2, that ratio we need to multiply and you will get some value. And purchasing company agreed to pay cash 2 rupees per share of the selling company. Like that, one adjustment is there. What I did, this 3 by 2 calculation, this 3 by 2 ratio, I applied for number of shares and I also applied for cash consideration also. Say for example 3 lakh shares, 3 lakh into 3 by 2 into 10, this is purchase consideration settled in terms of shares, purchase consideration in kind, and 3 lakh shares into 2 rupees, that's enough. But wrong thing I did is I multiplied 3 by 2 here also. My purchase consideration is wrong. If purchase consideration is wrong means few journal entries would be wrong. Balance sheet will definitely tally, but it is a wrong. Yes or no? This mistake I committed in amalgamation. And incomplete records, as usual, my balance sheet didn't tally it. So final figures, I kept blank, because if I try to adjust those final figures directly, the valuer will identify that this fellow committed a mistake. That's why his balance sheet is not as per the suggested answer. That's why I kept it incomplete. Intentionally I kept it incomplete. Now I attempted 96 marks, amalgamation 16 marks wrong, incomplete record 16 marks wrong. That means 64 marks only I attempted perfectly without any mistake. I attempted 64 marks. So what would be the score? You tell me, what would be the score? Maybe some 55 to 60, right? But I got how many marks? I got 79 marks. Why? Step marking will be there. For each step, for each working notes, marks allocation will be there. Getting my point? Even it is a small calculation also, which you are doing in the calculator. Make a working note of it. Just write working note number 2. Do that calculation in the paper. What happens? Who knows? That working note carries 1 mark or 2 marks. So in each and every problem, if you are doing that kind of mistake, say for example you are doing some 5 problems, you are missing working notes. Each working note, say for example 1 mark, 5 marks you are donating silently. Is it clear? Even coming to the theory, coming to the theory also, let me show you practically. This is May 2014 paper 2, business laws, suggested answers, May 2014. Just look at question 3A. You just pause the video and look at the question 3A. Every CA foundation, CMA foundation student know about this question, about this topic. This is about liability of the joint promisors. This question is very easy, but if you see for how many marks they asked this question, 8 marks. 8 marks they asked this question. Generally this kind of question comes for 4 marks, 6 marks, but they asked this question for 8 marks. And let me show you the answer also. In the answer they quoted 3 sections, 42, 43, 44. What section 42 is telling, what section 43 is telling, what section 44 is telling, in detail you can see here. And proper analysis is there, and proper conclusion is also there. And let me show you my answer. That attempt, yes, I got my certified copies. Let me show you how I presented it and how many marks I got. Let me show you. Yes, just a second. Yeah, here you can see question number 3A. So presentation, you can see I kept valuer in a comfortable position to read each and every point, and I highlighted the relevant provisions, joint and several liability. Nowhere I mentioned section numbers. I just mentioned as per the provisions of Indian Contract Act 1872. Nowhere I mentioned section numbers, but you can see the presentation. After completion of one paragraph, I gave just 1 line gap. Next, in each and every provision, wherever I feel this is an important key term, technical word, I highlighted just by drawing a line using pencil. I highlighted those words. I did a calculation properly. And how many marks I got? You can see here, 7 marks I got it. Is it clear? So presentation matters a lot. Working notes matters a lot. Don't lose marks due to this kind of invisible mistakes. And the last one is improper time allocation. For the first question you are giving 30 minutes, and for the last question you are giving 5 minutes because of hurry burry. Last 5 to 10 minutes you are trying to attempt more and more questions. So that is not correct. So proper time allocation is required. Clear? So don't repeat these kind of mistakes in the upcoming attempt. If this message hits you hard, just comment below this video. I'll stop donating the marks, because qualification is not studying more, it's about losing less. Clear? Once again, we'll meet in next video. So take care, all the best, prepare well, perform well, and achieve well.